Okay, back for round two. As for what SRF stands for, I'm not entirely sure. I think it means Salantian Royal Forces, which begs the question, why, if Salant is part of the Federation, why does it have any kind of royalty? I don't know. I'm not sure what it stands for. A lot of things are unexplained and left up to the player's imagination. I do know that the FPSF, which is the name of all the fleets in the combined militaries, the Federation Planetary Space Forces. Moving on. Oh, I hope it doesn't decide to skip real bad. Anyways, this is the optics laser. Pretty simple, huh? Nothing too fancy. Not my favorite weapon. Not my least favorite weapon, but not my favorite weapon. Believe me, there are plenty of other weapons in this game that are terrible. And first sub-boss fight already. Really? Do you think? Also, your score goes up based on how often you hit, as you can see here, which is why getting a high score is really not that hard. No. Got it. Time to go. Sometimes the timing on when he says that is a little slow. Sometimes he'll say it before you increase your speed, sometimes after or during. So now we're coming up on the capital city here, which is pretty close to where those things landed, the UTOO. Yes, they say "Oh my galaxy" instead of "Oh my god," which is just silly. But what do you expect? It's the year 3076? No. 96, I'm sorry. 76 is when Silpheed for the Sega CD came out, or when it was supposed to happen. Whoa, there we go. You can even get points for shooting these buildings. Whoa. Good thing I looked over at the screen, the computer screen. Yeah. In case you couldn't hear, he was saying if we find any aircraft, military or non-military, try and direct them away from here, where all the UTOO seem to be centered. Ah, here we go. Prime example. As soon as I got hit. See how my score's going up even though I'm shooting a building? Yeah, I'm not too big a fan of this particular weapon. I'll be glad to switch it out. Also, as you can see, your rate of fire increases whenever you hit something, so good thing to know. Aside from unlocking a few weapons a little faster, there's no real point in getting a high score, it just shows your skill. So, yeah. Amazing how these buildings are falling down like this. They're not breaking up or anything. Boom! And now it's your turn! It might take me a few tries to beat the last level, because the last level is pretty tricky, and it's been a while since I've done it. But I can do it. I've done it before. Heck, I've got it on tape. We should be coming up to an airport soon. The V-Vulcan would have been perfect for this part. Absolutely perfect. Careful not to hit that. Aircraft. These are awful big to be fighters. Huh? Yes, giant tentacles. And that's, wow. Okay, the optics laser is fairly powerful. Usually they don't go down this fast. Usually. And suddenly we're over lava fields. I'll have to check the replay to figure out how that happened. Time for a fuel break.
719 and mounted weapons down. Looks like we outran them. Nice work, boys.
Now, this weapon set that I'm about to show you, this is all you need to beat the game. One set of napalm, one set of V-Vulcan. That's it. You don't need anything else. This is what the napalm does as soon as it gives me control. It fires 6 rounds of napalm in a Y pattern. It's a special kind of napalm that works even in space. The V-Vulcan, since it fires off-center instead of dead ahead, means that you don't have to be directly in front of the enemy to hit them. You can be off to one side, and you can dodge enemy fire a lot easier. V-Vulcan softens them up as they get closer, and then the napalm finishes them off. A lot of people will say, oh, just use two napalms. Slow rate of fire, that's why I use the V-Vulcan. Of course, everybody's different. Yes, that's something they say in the Sega CD version, too. Whoa, look out. And the napalm is the only weapon in the game that fires backwards. A huge advantage. And he's gonna die. Boom. Had I been using any other weapon, this boss fight would have taken a whole lot longer. Well, second sub-boss fight. Whoa. Yeah, those guys have a tendency to blend in pretty well. Whoop, one of them got away. It's okay. And then for some reason that makes absolutely no sense, we decide to fly half inverted. Maybe it's because we're spacecraft and we have that ability? I don't know! Personally, I think going above this crusty plate would have made more sense instead of staying down here. But hey, I'm just a pilot in the squadron. I follow orders, I don't give them. Oh wow, look at that. See how this combination works out so beautifully? Any other weapon would have had trouble taking them out. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's not over yet. Perfection! Yes, I didn't get all of them, but I got most of them. Had I used any other weapon, I would have gotten less than half. Oh, hi! See how fast I tore them apart? Yes, I'm going to keep singing the praises of the Napalm V-Vulcan combo. Yes, I love this. I'm going to be using napalm against the lava monster. About the only bad thing I can think of, the only bad thing I can think of to place on the napalm is that it's a short-range weapon, and for maximum effectiveness, you gotta get in real close. Which means you might not be able to dodge out of the way of shots, take hits, etc., etc. Like that. But it's usually worth it. Oh! Damn! Wow, I'm really getting fucked up by this guy. Okay, pull it back, pull it back. Sit. Okay, come on now. I can do this. Make up your mind. What are you gonna do? Alright. Closer, closer, closer. Gotcha! Love these explosions. They're just fucking awesome.
Report.
You got new weapons! And hopefully, the game didn't skip really bad at the beginning. If it did, I apologize. There's no way for me to know until I actually go back and look. So, another cutscene. Enjoy.
All Silpheeds! All Silpheeds! Evacuate overt access to clear runway! Evacuate from overt access and clear the runway
AY2016, AZ5233, distance 2008. It's G. Craig.
Interstellar cruise missile! 12 o'clock! Coming out of warp! Now!
What? By Jove! That can't be a shield! No known shield can withstand ISCM?
Officer's Log 1028-0527.1300-1-30-45 by the late SRD. Shocking report from the rescue squadrons. UTOO is constructing additional vehicles by non-mechanical means on the planetary surface. That is, Salant is being consumed and deformed by the enemy fleet as if by a cancerous virus. Can they be called a civilization, or are they something completely different? Whatever the name may be, one thing is certain. The federal population has decreased by 120 million. SRF issued a total evac from the Salant system and retreated to Xenolium on Haral right after the IPCM attack failed. Supplemental 0527.1350. Received emergency hailing from Xenolium. Under attack, unknown fleet. HQ anticipates the worst. Silpheed teams are on their way.
Begin mounting your weapons now.